lovely people, welcome to today's video. So, bit of a different setup right here. Also, I hope it's not too echoey because we don't have any curtains in this room yet, so I'm sorry if the sound isn't quite what it should be. But yeah, we moved, so if you haven't seen it yet, the last video that I uploaded was a home tour of our previous apartment, but we had to move out and now I'm all settled in my new apartment, but it's not quite done yet, so I'm still figuring out where to film. Also, I need to hang those curtains so it is not quite so echoey in here. So if you would like to see the apartment tour, I'll make sure to link it up in the cards as well as down in the description box so you can check that out. Without further ado though, let's get into my favorites for fall. So let's start with a few personal style bits. There's a couple of things that I've been absolutely loving this past few months, and I think I'll just start with my Zonnevloed dress. So I've had this dress for about a year now and oh my goodness, I love it so much. It's the most beautiful dreamy linen dress and it is actually quite good for most seasons. It might be a little bit warm for the warmer summer days, but for anything else it's really quite versatile and wearable and I love it so much. Love the style of it. I feel so pretty when I wear it. And yeah, I've been really loving it. I think the color is absolutely beautiful for fall, and also I love linen and this is a slightly heavier linen which makes it quite wearable for fall. Something else I have been absolutely loving are these socks. So I have them in two different colors. I have this beautiful mint pair and then just a beigey pair. These are the nicest, coziest socks. These feel so comfortable and yeah, really love them. I love the texture of them. I think they make for a really cute like cottagecore outfit. They are so cute combined with my lace-up boots and also with that Zonnevloed dress that I just mentioned. So I'm kind of tempted to maybe get a few more pairs, but for now I've been really loving these. These are by United Scholars of Benetton and yeah, highly recommend these. These are so comfy and basically I've been either wearing them or they've been in the wash, so not a lot of time for these in my actual wardrobe. Then the last wardrobe bit that I have been loving so far this fall are my Western boots. Specifically these. So these are a newer pair of boots. I got them I think like the end of August, maybe start of September. And these are a pair of brown Nagona Western boots that I got second hand. I did an entire video styling my Western boots, so again I will make sure to have it linked up in the cards and down in the description box for you so you can check it out. But these are so comfortable. I love these. So I can actually wear these for work. I'm on my feet all day for work and these are absolutely fine. They are so comfortable. So that is really nice. I've been wearing these a lot, like a lot. Moving on to beauty. So you've already seen me mention this in a couple of videos before. This is the Beauty of Joseon Rice and Probiotics SPF 50+. It is their sunscreen. This is basically what I have been wearing either just on its own like over my serum, so as a day cream, or combined with my day cream. Now that we are more towards the end of fall and it's been getting quite a bit chillier, I've definitely been layering this over just a nice hyaluronic moisturizer. This stuff is so good. It's really comfortable to wear. So I find a lot of SPFs feel kind of sticky and yucky on my face, feel heavy. This does not. It just feels like a really nice light moisturizer and it is so good. I really love this stuff. My sister actually put me onto this and I am really grateful that she did because this is so good. I like that it has a niacinamide in there. There's like a lot of really nice ingredients in here. So it feels more so like yeah, skincare, I guess, than SPF, even though I know SPF is definitely skincare, but it does more than just protect your skin, and I love that. So then let's get on to books that I've been loving these past few months, and there's a lot of them. So I'm going to start mentioning OK Days by Jenny Mustard. It's such a nice read. So I think this is a really nice summery read, but definitely also good for autumn. I really enjoyed reading this book so much. It's really well written and it really grabs you. I like that it changes perspective quite a bit between Luke and Sam, and yeah, it's really good. I love it. I usually am more into like the fantasy or history, romance kind of novels. This is definitely not that, but it's so good, and I definitely think I'll be rereading this book, so I highly recommend that. Then another book that I loved reading is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Yeah. So nice thing about this book, you can actually download it for free as an ebook because it is so old. So you can get it for free, and I will have that linked for you down below as well. Really good book, really enjoyed reading that. This is like the period drama that I really love reading, and yeah, highly recommend that. And then also quite a bit of a different book here. It's actually a comic book series and it's in French. I've been learning French, and this was my first attempt at really reading something in French, and it went quite well. I'm actually waiting on the fourth part of the series as I'm speaking, which should be coming out this month, and it is Le Grimoire d'Elphie. It's just this super cute story, really cute drawings of this little girl that finds out that she has some magic in her basically, and using her origami and her stories writing, she makes things come to life and basically makes magic. It's so cute, it's so enjoyable to read. Highly recommend that if you're able to read French. I don't know if they have a translation, so but highly recommend it. It's extremely cute and I cannot wait for the fourth part. Then another book, quite a different one from the ones that I mentioned, is Glucose Revolution, which, my goodness, that's an interesting book. So basically this book talks all about flattening your glucose levels and the health benefits that comes with that. I've definitely been implementing a couple of tips from this book, and I can highly recommend you do the same. I will share, like in the next category, a little tip of it and one of my favorite ways to use that. But yeah, it's so interesting. If you're into health and diet and such, highly recommend this book. It's so interesting. I love all of the examples in the book as well. Also, she does have an Instagram account, so I'll make sure to link that as well. It's the Glucose Goddess. She shares a lot of nice tips on there as well. And then last but not least is basically an entire series, and it is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. It's so good. It's so cozy, so enjoyable. Oh, my heart is so full of it. This is a definite favorite. Definitely a series that I am going to reread again and probably again. I think this is one of those series that is very enjoyable for all ages, and it is full of little slow and intentional living life lessons and such. It's so good. So the first book is called Little Women, and then there's a couple of more books that go on that. I recommend all of them. I am currently still reading the last book, but oh my goodness, they are so good, so cozy, so amazing. I think these might have made it into my all-time favorite books actually. So good. So again, this is an older series, so you can download it for free, and I will have it linked for you as well. But I highly recommend it. Also, if you have children, maybe read it to them. I think they would really enjoy it as well, because it's just a really cute story, but with so much little lessons hidden in there. It's quite amazing. So yeah, I get so happy even just thinking about those books. I really, really love them. Alright, so then let's get on to the next category, which it is food and drinks. There's a couple of things that I've been really enjoying these past few months, starting with veggie starters. So this is a tip from the Glucose Revolution, which I mentioned before. And it is basically where you start your meals with a little veggie starter, a little starter made out of vegetables, maybe some fats or stuff like that. So basically no carbs, starting your meal with veg, and you can dress it up as you like, just don't add the carbs. What this is going to do is basically giving you a nice fiber base for your digestion, which means that the carbs that you are going to be eating later on are going to be broken down slightly slower and getting into your bloodstream quite slower than they otherwise would, which helps to flatten your glucose curve, which has a lot of health benefits. I have definitely noticed my energy levels are more even throughout the day, which is amazing. It's so helpful. And I'm also not hungry or craving stuff as much doing this. I've definitely noticed when I'm slacking a little bit with this that the cravings especially are coming back full force. I'm not sleeping as well. It is pretty amazing how big the impact of such a small little thing is. So I will share my favorite veggie starters with you. First, this one you've already seen me make, I'll have the video linked for you again, is just a really simple tomato salad. It's so good. Another favorite of mine is just having some cucumber cut up into little strips and then dipping them in some hummus. Really easy, so delicious. And then a third, but very much favorite, is a little white bean salad. This is a favorite in our household. It's so good, it's really easy to make, it's nice and filling, and it's so delicious. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to mince up some garlic, and you're going to cook that up with a good bit of olive oil and then some sage. That's it. Wait until that's nice and browned and fragrant, then adding it in with your white beans as well as with a little bit of cut up sun-dried tomatoes and pepper and salt to taste, a little bit of lemon juice, mix it all up, and it's amazing. It's so delicious. This keeps well in the fridge for a couple of days, which is nice, so I will often batch make this and then have it throughout the week. Also really good if you add a little bit of lettuce or rocket salad. It's amazing. Highly recommend you try this. And then another favorite of mine these past few months has been quince chutney. It's so good. I am so enjoying the chutney right now. So I actually made this with my mother-in-law and it's so good. It's such a nice combination of one, a good memory of course of like making it together, but also when you eat it, it's a taste explosion. It's so good. So it's a little bit of sour, it's a little bit of sweet, it's a little bit of spice, it's fresh. It is so delicious with a lot of things. It's great with grilled cheese sandwiches. It's great with cheese in general. It is great with like grilled veggies. It's good with so many things. It's so delicious and been loving it. Now I'm really wanting to make a pumpkin chutney, so who knows, maybe you'll see me make that in one of my next videos. I think that would be really good as well. And then basically anything like speculoos or pumpkin spice, it's so good. You know, I love my little coffee mixtures. You've seen me make those several times before as well. Yeah, so anything with those really nice warm tastes and flavors, and oh, so good. Let's move on to the next category, which is stationery. I love my bullet journal in general. I think I could mention that every single time, but specifically I've been really enjoying my Lamy Studio pen. So this is the most beautiful pen. It is a fountain pen. I have it, I think, with the extra fine nib. Yes, I do, and there's ink all over it, so I need to clean this. But yeah, it's so beautiful. I have it in the raisin green color. I really do enjoy Lamy's fountain pens. They are nice and reliable. This one specifically, I love the design of it. I've had this for years and still love it. It's so good. I love the design. I love the color. It is so beautiful when it kind of like catches the light. So can definitely recommend these pens, these fountain pens. This was a special edition color. They come out with a special edition color pretty much every year. So yeah, if you're into fountain pens or stationery, I definitely recommend these pens. They are so nice. And then moving on to the last category of this video, which is home. So I'm going to mention a couple of different things here. First, I'm going to mention these little candle holders. These are by 58 Products from their Tassen line, and I've been really enjoying lighting my candles every dinner. It's been so nice and cozy, and these are just so cute. They very much brighten up any space, and most people who see them actually quite like these. They just have such cute little faces, so I really love these. Also, I've been loving our new apartment. It really feels like home, even though it's not even nearly done yet. It feels like home, and that is really important to me, and I'm really glad of it. I love the view from our windows. I'm not going to share that with you because I'm a little bit icky about sharing my window views online, but it basically watches out over the neighborhood that I grew up in, which in and of itself is really special to me. But also all of the trees with like the changing leaves, it's so beautiful, so nice and cozy. So that's definitely something that I've been really enjoying here as well. Beautiful big windows, so really nice view from them. And then something else that I can share with you is the IKEA, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Reschots bedside table, not bedside table, like bed table. So this is what we've been using. It's like a little side table in our living room, basically since we've moved in together. But lately I've also been really enjoying using it on the bed if I'm sitting there, because I do like to cuddle up in bed with a blanket and a book and then have my tea with me. And the setup that we currently have, it's more difficult to kind of sit and have my tea on the bedside table. So I've been using this and it's been great. So I highly recommend that as well. It's nice, it's easy, I like the look of it, even though it's so simple, and it works. I mean, yeah, the most important thing. So those are the things that I've been absolutely loving these past few months. Let me know, what have you been loving so far? I would love to hear from you in the comments. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!